All right, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. 2 minutes before the bell opens here, just hopping on. And hope you guys had... Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys had a good trading day yesterday. What's going on? Can you guys hear me okay? You good? Okay, cool. Just making sure. What up, everyone? What up, what up? There we go. That's better. Be able to see. There we go. Good morning, all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, what's up, what's up? All right, got about a minute to go for the opening bell. And we're going to dive into it here. Morning, good morning, good morning.
Ten seconds.
All right, 10 seconds till market on open. And then we're going to dive in, okay?
Market on open imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 213 million. Nasdaq 100 flat. Dow 30 sell side 40 million. Mag 7 buy side just 1 million.
All right, all right. What a day yesterday. Damn. What a day. All right. Checking out the market on open imbalance. S&P is negative. Nasdaq completely flat. That's crazy. Definitely more bearish today as we have a hot PPI number that just made Powell's job significantly harder. This is a risk-off environment. PPI year over year print was extremely hot. We had a year over year print of 3.4 versus 3. So a massive hot miss. This is dollar strengthening. This is S&P weakening. Oil topping 108. Guys, this is Brent. Okay, this is our this is VIX. Hold on, the Brent and WTI is somewhere in here. I don't have it up, but obviously volatility index cruising up, no problem. But looks like, well, I don't know what chart. This is a headline, so I'm not really sure what chart, but I'm seeing 104. That's still hot, man. I'm looking at Brent. I don't really care too much about WTI. When you see Brent go up, you're going to see the Nasdaq go down, period. This is inflation. This is things getting more expensive for your life by the second. And this is gas going up instantly. That's what this is. So huge. We've got a bunch of stuff outside that. Iran, publishing a list of Saudi, UAE, and Qatar facilities as targets. So, I mean, it's very strange. You got, I don't know, our side saying that 95% of their missiles are gone, yet we've had some of the largest single daily attacks as far as missiles and drones to the UAE in the history of the war after those statements have happened. So I think stocks and bonds are sort of losing ground based on this. We're day 15, I believe, now. And, you've got Netanyahu saying it's going to be another 6 weeks at least. So I don't know who's, are they going to come to some truce and ceasefire, let the Strait of Hormuz open and all this stuff to where we can rally and oil drops? Oil needs to drop. This is the chart you need to be looking at. This is the only chart that really matters if you want to know if the Nasdaq is going up. Hoorah! How we feeling? We feeling better than yesterday, maybe? I know I'm ready to get it today, all right? Yesterday was a big L day for me, the biggest L day in a long time. I gave away my big W day from a few weeks ago. But yeah, I posted my screenshot just to show you guys.
The Treasury Department
and I appreciate like all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Let me turn that down. I got AI news going. But I appreciate all of you guys just rocking with me. But yeah, I did post it. It's $15,000 loss. Still up 6.5 or almost 7,000 for the month. Obviously not where I want to be. 20 and over is where I like to hang out. So kind of taking a hit. But guess what, man? That is trading. And if you're not willing to take those L's and get back up on the horse, this is not the right game for you. So... But I appreciate you guys in the school group, rocking with me, man. I appreciate you guys. It's very, very kind of you guys to be. Thank you. Yes, I see you in chat. Good morning. Good morning. What up, JD, Alexander, Wool, Mitch, James, Greg, Tim. Who's first in chat? Mike. What up, Mike? All right. So Big Bag Wednesday. We got the whole community with us. And this is a special event. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. I'm just kind of having fun. You know what I mean? I might be on here all goddamn day. I don't know. I'm just having fun today. The kids are off doing their thing. It's spring break, so I just decided to go live across the board. If you're on YouTube, you better smash the like button right freaking now, because I'm about to shut that shit down if you can't jam with me. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple people in here. I'm not seeing much activity, so we're about to just shut this down. I better see some likes, some comments, something. This is dead. What's going on with YouTube? Jeez, 19 viewers. I don't usually stream, man, so like live. So smash it. Let's go. Let's get that algorithm going. And what the heck, man? Yeah, crazy day. Took a big L. Yep, moving forward. That's it, man. There isn't a strategy in the world where you're not going to have a loss. You're out of your damn mind if you think that exists. But I tell you what, I don't lose as much as I win. I'm making sure I say that right. Like, I don't win, but I don't lose as much as I win. I lose less than I win overall. And so that's a good thing, right? We're still up for the month. Like I was telling everybody yesterday, I was really trading with house money. And you got to really recognize that. Like, I don't expect anybody else to go in heavy like me on A+ days risking 10 grand. Like I do not expect anybody else doing that unless you've been trading for a while and you have the money to do it, But I did make a couple bucks on the prop account. So that was cool. I'm up right now, up 275 for the day, making back a loss of 230. So I'm not entirely mad at the prop side of things. I'm looking okay. I'm here with these funded accounts. I do have, I'll go ahead and show you guys. Put it up here. So bring this down. I got 53,655 as my buffer. You have to hit 53K. I did take a payout. I'm going to make a video on that. So I was pretty cool. Excited to make that video because I think it's important to take payouts, and I had built this buffer up much more than what you see right here. And so I'll be showcasing that. That was pretty cool. I haven't checked. Like, should we check to see if it was approved? Should I do that? Let's do that. I have some time. We're waiting for the 15-minute range to form. Don't be so antsy that you can't have a little bit of patience here. Learn to control yourself, my friends. Some of you guys are like, I need to get in. Are we going up or down, Mike? Relax, dude. Relax. Half of the problem is people don't relax enough to actually see the market clear. And I'm with you. Sometimes I'm right there. So what do? I go to payout. I go to what? Payout history or something. All right. I'm going to make a video on this, but I guess I'll share it. Whatever. I don't think it matters if I share it, does it? Does it matter if I share my Apex numbers with everyone? Like, does that actually do anything? I don't think it does, right? Nobody can hack me, can they? Okay. Here, let me put this up here. All right, so we've got basically, you know, $700 per account. It's like 14 grand coming my way. And right now it just says pending. But when I was in here, everything was green. It was all check mark. I never broke any rules or whatever. So I know that this is going to get approved. They do say that it takes up to 3 business days for approval. So I'm just waiting on that. I was hoping it would be approved so I can make the video today and see the payout and everything like that. But there you go. All 20 accounts, 14 grand from Apex with the old model of trailing drawdown using the crazy horse strategy. Best strategy in the freaking world. Let's go, baby. All right, I'm going to shut that down and just focus on today. Let's get into the chart a little bit, yeah? So basically, long story short, I was man, I tell you what, guys, I'm looking at this chart this morning, and I know those of you guys who followed me yesterday in the live room, you know my heart hurts, right? Like my heart actually hurts. Like my soul hurts on this one, man, because I was short going into this pullback here. And then in Asia, we just started pumping. I couldn't hold on, you know. I got out somewhere right around here on this crazy 1 hour pump candle as soon as the market opened back up. I was like, screw this, I'm out. So I took my 15K loss and basically market did exactly, look at this. Look at the target. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, pull it over to the right. It is literally tapping that, I think it was a previous week high, a previous daily high. It was definitely a previous daily high. And then what did I say? I told you guys risk off before PPI, right? And look what happened. The risk came off. I would have been up right here, guys. This would have been me winning like so hard. I would have been up like 10, 14 grand, you know, way more. I mean, if I would have held to that, I probably would have just gotten back to like a couple grand in profit and shut it down, to be honest with you. Cause but that didn't happen. And here I am. So all good. But yeah, it finally delivered. So here's the way I look at it, right? When I was looking at Brent oil spiking over $100, and I'm looking at that last night, like literally at the same time this son of a bitch is spiking, we've got the market cruising up, and I'm just sitting there like, you got to be freaking kidding me, dude. Like, I know that this correlates. I'm not like, I feel crazy. Like, let me go to the 1 hour. So you kind of line it. Look at this. Look, dude, it's ridiculous, right? We started cruising up, cruising down, cruising up, cruising down. We break right here. Just recently, we broke this high. But yesterday, we had already spiked above 102, and we were holding right in this area above this $100 price range. And oh yeah, yeah. So look at the time down there. So this is the overnight session, right? So look at the overnight from 1 a.m. to now, right? Look at from 1 a.m. Look, here's 1 a.m. The market was flat. Like, can you like finally paying off because oil is spiking? But this move up, man, I just couldn't believe it. I literally woke up a few times in the middle of the night and just checked my phone to see if I would have been right. And I was wrong. All pretty much all night until I was dead asleep, 1 in the morning or whatever. Anyways, okay, reminiscing. Somebody play the small violin for me. All right, we broke structure to the upside we broke the shelf to the upside. We're waiting on market to kind of deliver here. A little bit of a pullback. Here's a 1 minute time frame, and let's go. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to the higher time frame first. Let's go to the daily. All right, so I think that was a weekly. Let me see. Was that? Oh yeah, that was like a weekly high. Yeah. So we definitely did we quite tap it though? We're really close to that weekly high up there. So that's what happened. We went up, tapped that previous day. And then market right now, this is the way this day looks. Now, a little tricky because this gap up is artificial because of the rollover with the contracts. But long story short, we're still in this zone. Look at this. Look at this nasty consolidation area right here. That is nasty, folks. And, you know, until we get some, I thought we would get a little more direction with PPI being hot. Like, this is risk off, rates higher for longer. But I guess the market's probably going to wait for the FOMC statement. We'll probably go in one direction. That'll be the fake direction. And then she'll cruise in the right direction. And so being very patient during the FOMC is very hard to do. If you're going to try to trade that, be very careful today. Go light sizing because there's going to be a lot of volatility in my opinion. All right, 4 hour time frame. We haven't really broken structure or anything. Let's just go ahead and map this out. Let's dot plot it, right? Here's the last swing low. What created this swing low? All the way up to the swing high. And we can see that we really have not broken out of this particular range right here. This is our range. It's quite a large range, 918 points, 3.64% on the Nasdaq. But that is what the market is giving us. I mean, that's just what the environment that we're in. So we're trading inside of a 4-hour leg, meaning, and now let's keep it going here. So what created this high was this low. So boom, just this low. And now you can see that we actually have a larger range. See this dot right here? Because this dot is not outside of our lowest low that created the high, this dot goes bye-bye. All right. So I strongly recommend that you watch my market structure overview video a couple of times in the classroom if you're in school. My guys in school, if you're in there and you haven't watched it yet, definitely watch it. It'll give you a huge leg up as far as understanding, whether or not you're trading inside of a range. Hoorah, let's go, baby. All right, back to the chart. That's the actual range that we're in now. So we actually have not broken this high and we have not broken this low. And so the range is even bigger than I previously stated. So just looking at this and walking it out, that's why I literally just use a dot plot and walk it out. And that gives us an idea of what we're trading in. Now we've tried to break higher. We've tried to have internal structure move higher and break out, but it just didn't happen. So market paused here. That's a failed swing. Could be a double top. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see where this ends up going. But on a larger time frame, we're inside of a range that's pretty damn big. That's a tough one. Let's move down to a 1 hour. Okay, as we have one more minute before our 15-minute range forms, and then we'll dive down James Brown. All right, so we've got dot plot. Let's go to the highs. Boom, there's the high. We'll go from the candle body. Now, what created this high? Well, there was definitely, I consider this consolidation a swing point, and the swing point is our dot plot. So this would be the dot plot right here. What created it? This right here. Obvious consolidation, obvious swing point, and that was broken. So technically I have a change of character inside the larger range to the downside. So our higher time frame is officially from a 4-hour and a 1 hour time frame perspective is down. Now, why do I say the 4 hour? Just in case you didn't catch it. Because what is the lowest low or high? Well, it's this one down here. This is the lowest low right here within my visible range. What created it? Right here. It wasn't broken. This was not broken. This range, the price never broke this range. So we're still inside of this downtrend on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, but it's not really going to help us. So we'll leave this up on the 1 hour, and then I'm going to go over here to the 15-minute, just kind of see what we have going on. 15 minutes, same thing as the 1 hour, right? We've got target up there. I'll just delete because that was already grabbed. So we've got our high. What created the high? This low right here. Market broke that structure, and we've officially got 3 candles pulling back. So this is a swing point. All right, so I use a 3 candle pullback rule. Pretty simple. Market broke structure here. We're in a downtrend on the 15. Okay, how we liking this? All right, let me get some likes, some that's what's up, some hell yes, some something. Let's go, baby. Let's get something going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that something, baby. Let's get it. Let's get that something, baby. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. There you go. Oh, man, you can't even see that. Hold on. That was pretty dope. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Flood it, baby. Flood it. Let's go. All right. Nice. All right. We're liking the market structure overview. All right. Let's go. 5-minute candle body is breaking to the highs. This is going to be considered a C setup if we break to the highs. It's just simply because we have our low time frame structure against us, our high time frame structure against us. Momentum is against us. You can see the TMT bands are pointed down, and they are not looking very, I would like to say a fancy word here, but I just suck at vocabulary. So they're not looking great for longs. How about that? So it's going to be a C setup to the upside. Downside looks pretty good, except the only thing is, look at our range. Our range is currently 86 points. This is a pretty tight range for this huge ass move. So our box, our range is inside, very much inside of what? The bands, correct? All right, what do we know about that? We know that when our range is inside of the TMT bands, we don't have a lot of protection. Okay, that's number one. So if we were to add a trade to the upside, we would just have pretty much the middle band. We would not be able to add a third position. So understand, you're just probably going to add one trade if you were adding today. Now, I would not be adding to longs. I would be adding to shorts. We also know that because this range is we're in expansion. See, the bands are expanding. They're widening. They're widening. They're widening. What happens after expansion? Somebody type it in chat. What happens after expansion? Third thing is, I'll let you guys type that out. But the third thing is, we know that news is coming later. We have the FOMC press conference coming in later. Let's not forget this, guys. This is the most important thing of the day right here at 1 p.m. Okay? Very important, guys, that you understand that on these days, these are the let's get direction days. This isn't the let's trade it all to hell days. That's what now I'm just telling you for me. Okay, you do what you want, but I'm telling you for me, this isn't a let's go to the moon and trade it to all to hell. This is a let's get direction and then trade the crap out of it with a little bit more sentiment, a little bit more conviction and follow through with what the market is giving us. All right, let me take a look at chat. What are you guys saying? Let's go. Base hits or adding. Okay, so got somebody asking, am I taking base hits or adding positions when it comes to passing the Apex accounts? My largest drawdown was $700. My biggest win was about the same. Most of my trades were base hits, but I did add a few times. There was a couple days where I added positions to the trades. I'm just sticking to the strategy, dude. If you don't know it, just come into the free community. I literally have all my training right there for free, like nothing held back, man. And then I do this shit live every single day, Monday through Friday. So like the receipts are with the community. Like everything that I show as far as my P&L, it's all done live, dude. Mike, what are your thoughts on order flow trading with why am I blanking on DOM? I really don't know what DOM is. Order flow is great if you're looking for like 10 points. That's just not my jam, dude. I don't need order flow. Order flow changes so rapidly. Big buyers and big sellers step in and out of the game all throughout the day. I don't feel like looking at the chart all throughout the day. So I've developed a strategy called Crazy Horse where I'm most of the days, dude, about 50% of the time. Now, it can feel when we have multiple hard days where we're adding, it can feel like it's not 50% of the time. But if you go back and you look all the month of January, pretty much all the month of February too, 50, at least 50, probably more like 70, probably 70% of the time. I don't know, guys, what would you think? Like 70%, am I over exaggerating there? 70% of the time in January was we were winning on just the one-to-one quick bang, like quick one-to-one bang, win. See you tomorrow. Quick one-to-one bang, win. Like, that's what it was in January. So like in February. Now, this month has not been as easy just because the last couple of days. But yeah, bro, so to answer your question, I don't really feel like sitting on the chart sweating. And I already have like ADD. So me trying to look for setups and, oh my God, is there big buyers, big sellers, order flow. It's too much, bro. Like you're an idiot if you really think you're going to like understand order flow like very quick and be profitable. Dude, those guys do it all day. It's all they do. And most people have jobs, kids. I'm 43, bro. I don't have time for that shit. So next, that's just but I love it. I think it's dope. I just not for me. That's all. It's just not for me. So I wanted to give you the best possible answer, homie. Okay. Yeah. But it's dope though. I wish I don't know, man. My time is worth more than even money. So like, I want to spend time with my family. That's what trading gives me, is time and freedom. I know it's sexy. And when you don't have money, it's like, I want to make the most money. I'll sacrifice next 5 years of my life. And I get it, bro. But you just have to kind of like, I recognize my flaws. My biggest flaw is impatience. That's my biggest flaw. And so I know it. And so if I know that it's impatience, how am I going to do order? Bro, I'll be seeing 10 million setups in a day, homie. You know? So I developed a strategy where it's like, this is your entry. You do not enter unless this happens, you know? So for me, it's better that way. I don't know. Orb has grew my account, but added other methods. Okay, word. That's what's up, man. Yeah, and I'll be very honest with you, dude. Like sometimes I just go and scalp a couple times. You know what I mean? Like I've definitely done that with this prop account, just here and there, age of session. You know, has nothing to do with the orb. I'll just see like a shelf. Like I don't know if you know my shelf method, but I'll just see like a shelf, good momentum. I'm like, okay, this is good. I'll put a tight little stop and just try to get like 10, 15 points. And in Asia, that's a lot. So, or can be a lot. Is this a day where you would avoid due to so much news? Hell no, I wouldn't avoid news events. News events are great, brother. I would avoid over trading. I would avoid not sticking to your strategy. If you don't have a strategy, I can help you with that. But I mean, I can't like trade for you, you know what I mean? So you just got to be a little bit more disciplined and know that big news days can go either direction, and you can definitely get fake outs too, you know? So, you know, what I like to do, you know, just between just us and the fence post guys. It's not this isn't streaming on YouTube or TikTok, is it? Oh shit. Okay. Well, in any case, what I like to do is I like to go over here to my little, now I got kind of shat on by my buddy Rips telling me that this sucks and this is the worst. It's dog crap and yada yada. But I like Financial Juice. It's quick, and you know, it depends on what you choose for your news outlets. I think it really depends on that. In my opinion, you know, he's using something that costs a lot of money. First of all, I get it pretty much in real time, just like he does. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like I get it. This isn't an institutional grade AI news feed. Okay, I mean, I'm not an institutional grade trader, bro. I'm just a retail trader. For most retail, you set up a solid X stream, you know, to like Trump's Truth Social, a couple of other outlets, which is what I've done in here. And then you set this to like the main news events, dude, you're fine. You're going to get that. You're going to get the news you're going to get it fast. You're going to understand what the hell's going on in the market. And so that's why Financial Juice needs to reach out. I'm done promoting them. I'm not sponsored, but I need to be, because I talk about them too much. But yeah, man, I just I go here. I kind of like to see like what the environment is that I'm trading, and then I'll take all this news. I'll just highlight everything, right? Boom, copy. And then what you don't see is my Claude. Claude is the shit. Claude is the best AI in the world, hands down. It's not even a question, bro. For communication, it's better than ChatGPT used to be like if you want like a real, you know, communicative type of AI, use chat. No, Claude is better. It's crazy. I didn't think it was, but it is. I've had it help me with like script writing and just putting my thoughts together. Dude, I can put so much information in Claude and it just organizes it. It just goes through everything so well. So I'll paste that entire thing, and that goes down. Like I make sure the pages are loaded for centuries, and then I'll take it all, just pop it into Claude and say, what direction do you think the market's going? And this son-of-a-bitch will give me like right now, bear 72, bull 28, and it'll list out like every single factor. So yeah, not that like this can mess you up, by the way, because price is leading, right? Dude, price is leading. That's what I'll tell you, because I've seen many days where this is like, we're 72% bull or 72% bear, and you go in the exact opposite direction. I'm sitting there like, what's going on, dude? Like everything in Claude's and then I'll upload a screenshot of the chart sometimes, and I'll say, hey, what do you think about this? And it's like flips its entire bias. You know, it's like, well, based on that chart, we're totally opposite, 90% the other direction. And yeah, because the market doesn't care. But it reasons, right? It comes up with the reasoning why. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, last night during Asia, it was right. And that's part of the reason why I got out, to be completely honest. I needed some help, dude. I was in this drawdown, like approaching like 15 grand. And dude, I uploaded all the news from Asia, and I was like, dude, it told me bear. Again, it told me bear. And I'm like, okay, bro, here's the picture of the chart and all the things. Like, what do you think now? And it was like, I completely flipped my decision. After seeing this, the market has already priced in, yada, we're going up. And I'm like, okay, F this. And I just closed my trades. But I like looked at the overnight session. I'm like, damn, I'm so glad that I closed my trades. That would have been, had I left it open, oh my God, that would have been not good. So anyways, yeah. Claude is better than Grok. Yeah. Well, it's not better. It's no, let me take that back. They're two different things, dude. Like, I would say that Claude is, and Grok and Gemini, they all serve a purpose. I know it's like, you just want one. I'm a creature of habit too. And I just want one thing. I don't want to have to like decide, but to be honest, I've been following AI for years now, like since it came out, man, with the original, ChatGPT being like the kind of the OG. And I've seen the developments, and I keep up with a lot. Like I have Clawbot or OpenClaw on my computer. I've messed with Nemo Claw by NVIDIA that just launched literally a couple days ago. It's amazing. So I literally I'm into it. Okay. And I'll tell you, I use Grok for news and just being able to give me the truth. Grok is the shit. When it comes to giving you the truth and finding news and being able to digest large, like a lot of context, 2 million tokens it can take at one time. It does not forget things like ChatGPT. It's amazing. I use Claude for large data sets and Claude Code for building things. Dude, you can build, I built a whole backend broker portal for hard money lenders and the landing page in about, it built it in like 20 minutes, like less. And it's amazing. Like flown in graphics and pictures, and you scroll on your mobile phone and it like gently appears, all the animation stuff that goes into a website. And I'm just like, hey, make this website more dynamic. And then boom, it's like, all right, we did it. And all of the back end built out, everything within 20 minutes. And then my wife went to her company yesterday. She went into the office and they're like, she showed her the owners, and they're like, yeah, come in. We want to talk to you. This is really cool. Anyways, long story short, they told her it's going to take 6 months, 3 to 6 months to build what I did in 20 minutes. I shit you not. And so that's the OG, like old school developer. It's just putting developers out of work, bro. And it's more like you're the architect, right? So Claude is like, it can just do so much. Claude Code interacting with all the stuff, spreadsheets, anything. And then Gemini with Gemini Work, like you can basically, Gemini's Google, right? So everything that you have on Google can basically interact with AI. So they sort of like own the space because it's Google. You know what I mean? It's like they can do a lot. I mean, you're talking like, then you go into like, okay, well, who owns YouTube, right? And so now you're in social media. The company I think is like most behind right now is Facebook. I'm not really understanding I know that they're trying to build it in. I don't think people are using it inside of Facebook as much as these other ones. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but I feel like they're behind. Maybe I'm wrong. I know they got some dope AI stuff. I've just never really used it. But yeah, the three biggest and best are Grok, Gemini, and Claude, hands down. That's it. I also really love, and this is another Google product. I really love, what's it called? Oh man, what's it called? Let me see. What was it, dude? I'm gonna have to like, I'm having a blank. Notebook LM. I've used it a ton. It's amazing, dude. You throw like Notebook LM can take so much information. It can take videos. It could take upload. Like you can upload videos. You can put a YouTube video in there. You can put text. You can put websites, and you just start a new chat and you fill it with all this information. And then you could be like, I don't know. You could be like, make me a slide deck. And like be very specific with AI. Like people give AI these general kind of questions. You're gonna get general outputs that suck if you do that. But if you're really specific, it'll blow your freaking mind, dude. Like it'll build you a slide deck to go present to, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll build you an infographic card that's exactly what you want to present to somebody, or it'll write you a book. I mean, it'll break down. Like that's the one that came out. If you've ever heard where they have an auto podcast, that breaks down all that information. It like broke down the Bible. Somebody uploaded the Bible and it like had a podcast. It was like I don't know how long, but it was a longer podcast that broke down everything in the Bible. It was pretty wild. So anyways, Facebook shut down their metaverse. No one is using it. Their tech is definitely behind. I agree. Yeah, like the metaverse was cool. I mean, they changed their name to Meta. It's got to be a little embarrassing that like, bro, you were so into that you changed the entire company name, and now like, what is the metaverse? Nobody gives a crap because AI, dude. Nobody saw AI coming the way that it happened. I believe that like our economy with crypto, I think crypto advanced everything. And hey, let's just be aware here. We're hitting the lower end of the spectrum. This is a kind of an overextended candle. We might break outside the range. We got a minute to go. If we do break to the downside, I like that better than up, but I also know that we are in. Look at what's happened. What did I tell you happens after expansion? Consolidation. So if we barely break outside of this range, let me just tell you what I think is going to happen. I think we'll go right back up to the highs. Okay. So this is what, you know, if you're an orb trader and you've traded orb before, you probably had nobody telling you this type of stuff. And that's because they don't have the bands on. They're not looking at momentum. They're not really taking into account structure. They're just looking at a range. Well, that ain't enough, dude. So just want to make that really clear. It looks like the market wants to head up to some sort of equilibrium level. Like when the market overextends like this, you know, you get this big push. Usually you come back about halfway, you know, or to some equal. And this is why, you know, this is part of order flow. This is just a balanced auction. But if you go from the high to the low, this is why Fibonacci retracements are so popular and definitely real. Like, don't ignore this. Learn it to some degree. Don't ignore it, because the 0.5, the 0.618, these are just levels that are equilibrium to the market. You know, so the market likes to have an even and fair auction. So that's why I say fair value gap. For all you ICT traders out there, I got a fair value gap up here. Yeah, I think we're going to go up there, tap that fair. Oh, we're in a fair value gap right here. Yeah, man, this is just fair value gaps are areas that, because what we can see, I'll just quickly, I don't know, I'm rambling, but a fair, this is called first of all, back in day, we called it imbalance. Okay. All right. It's fair value gap was some made up term because of fair, but I like it, but it's just an imbalance. And those imbalances like to get filled. Why? Well, because we know that this was not a tested area as much as other areas right here. This little area right here. I don't know what I just drew, but that little area right there, the space between this wick and this, by the way, dropped an album, Mike Trades Daily, streaming everywhere. All right. So check it out. Mike Trades Daily. It's called Chart Life. Go check it out. Yes, it's actually me on the vocals. I get that question a lot. Like, what'd you do? I sang and then mixed and mastered, and I don't have the greatest setup, but it's enough. And it's about my life. It's called Chart Life because that's my life on the charts now. Just do it for fun, do it for you guys. But that space between right there is called a fair value gap or imbalance, and the market likes a fair auction. So basically the idea or the concept behind it is that the market will fill this gap. And why would it fill this gap? Well, because there were orders left behind. We don't actually know that. We can't see that. But we do know that most candles don't have that space. You know, when you take a look, that space is filled. All right. So when you like take, for instance, this one has a tiny one right here, you know, and so what happens is later price action will go and fill the space. And then a lot of times if it goes beyond that and does what you call an IFVG, it supposedly means that price is just going, well, of course, if you see a fair value gap, and price is going to come back up, right? Of course, it has to fill and close over the fair value gap. But does that actually mean that price is theoretically stronger? No, it does not. It just means that price went up. That's all that means. But people use that as an entry model too. I don't hate on it yet. I will say that you do this, you're going to need your stops very close. You're going to need a good risk to reward. And you're going to hope that that pans out more than not, because you're going to lose a lot more. Okay. So you're going to have to get a good risk to reward on those trades. So whereas like something where it's more like my style, you're going to win a lot more. Okay. So you don't really need huge, risk to rewards. You can actually just kind of pass everything that you're trying to do and be consistently profitable just with manipulating your size. If you know you're going to win 8 out of 10 times, let me just ask you a question. If you know you're going to win 8 out of 10 times and you start with a low size and you lose 3 times in a row, what do you think you're doing on the 4th trade, regardless of the setup? Somebody type it in chat. You got to just think logically. If you're going to win 8 out of 10 times and you have the data and you lean on that, let's see it in chat. What do you do? Do you just size normal? If you lost 3 times in a row, what are you doing on the 4th trade? We're getting some answers. Full send, baby. Let's go. Yeah, man. I mean, yes. I'm sizing up, dude. 100% I'm sizing up. Up, not down. Why would I size down? If my data says I win 8 out of 10 times and I have over 5,500 trades to prove it, why would I size down? You do need the confidence. Yes, you need the confidence. So go back test. That's why we haven't had a negative back test in our group yet. That's insane. Like, can anybody else say that? That's insanity. That's insane. Like, we haven't had a negative back test in our group. Go back test. You'll see what I'm saying. It just works, bro. So yeah, I'm going to size the hell up. If I lose 3 in a row, that 4th trade, I'm full sending it, baby. And the thing is, guys, I'm not like saying that you martingale, although I'm not opposed to that idea sometimes. I'm really not, especially if it looks good. I might double my size, no problem. But I'm not saying that you do it just no matter what, you know what I mean? No matter the setup, no matter the environment, the news for the day. I don't think that's a very wise decision, because at the end of the day, you're probably going to blow your account. Now, you might double it before you blow it, so take out your profits. You're more likely to double it before you blow it with the strategy, but you're probably going to blow it at some point, But you can increase your size regardless of the setup, all right? Because you know the stats. Now, when you have a strategy that wins, let's say 40 or 50% of the time, or even 55, but the thing is, it wins, but here's the problem, okay? It wins, but you really need, a good risk to reward to make back the losses. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to be very careful just sizing up, because, when you have a lower win rate like that, you're not leaning on size as much as you are risk to reward. You see the difference? There's 2 models. So the one model is pure risk to reward mentality. The other model is size mentality and starting very small and just compounding the crap out of your money. That's really the difference. Now, I'm not saying you can't have risk to rewards that are amazing. We have them all the time. But your primary focus isn't just risk to reward. It's more, what is my size to start, and what would I lose potentially in this trade, right? Yeah, and I think that and I think that keeps you in the game longer, no matter what strategy you have. Even if you had a lower win rate with a high risk to reward mentality, if your first thought was, size, because everyone oversizes, bro. Like, even me yesterday, I oversized. So I've been doing this almost a decade, and it happens sometimes. So keep yourself in check. I had Pascal when I went back to school in the 90s. It was interesting. I do love the C's. What are you talking about? Rick? What? Did I miss something? I had Pascal. Okay, hold on. Come on. Oh, programmer, your cat. Okay, my bad. Whoops. Yeah, there you go. If you go 7% on this first trade, Mike, you officially have the biggest balls. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I'm a little nervous. Mike already has them. Thanks. I am a little nervous though. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. After yesterday, I am a little nervous. Price action sucks, guys. Yeah, I'm not trading this. This is horrible. It leaves a mark. It does, dude. Like, look, anytime, like, I haven't lost that much in a long time. It's mostly for me, dude. I'll be honest. It's embarrassing. Like, I know you guys are the G's and you got my back, and I really appreciate that. But like, at the end of the day, when you see, especially for new people, but at least they see, like, hey man, you see it doesn't happen very often, but yeah, it is embarrassing when I lose, especially a lot of money. That sucks. Okay, we got a minute to go. Looks like we might be breaking to the downside. Finally, price is making a decision here, guys. Okay, let's take a look. We got an automatic stop loss distance of 70 points right now. If you don't have the indicator, you're not going to have like the 5 years of backtested data under the hood. Okay, you're just not going to know this stuff. That's okay. When you're on with me, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. So I'll put on the trading HUD. This is going to give us our grade for the day. And it says B70. I would agree. We got news later. I wouldn't go full port A, but I like the B setup. I like that. Okay. $70-point setup. And I'm in. Looks like we ended without a bottom wick. So we're probably going to go up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it on the board. And there's our move up, just like I said. It's most likely you go up without a bottom wick. So no range, no bottom wick. It's just like I said before, if we barely break out, we're probably going to go up to the top. We have some consolidation here and a shelf. This is an inside shelf above us, a little bit of protection. So that's why I went a little bit lighter here. Very important that, you know, you take a look at the rating and you go light when you should go light. And if you are oversized right now, you're going to feel the pain. And if you're not oversized and you're chilling with me, then you're going to be chilling. You're going to be cool. You're going to be coolin', as they say. But yeah, down, it's more likely we go down. Yes. That is just because it falls in line with sentiment, falls in line with high time frame structure and low time frame structure. But when you don't have a bottom wick, you don't have range. When you have no wick, you have no range. So I'm expecting a pullback probably into this shelf, maybe beyond. If price ends up hitting the stop, the 70-point stop, I am going to call it. I will not be trading again this morning. So I'm just letting you guys know. A little bit more mechanical today after yesterday's debacle, and I don't feel like being on the charts for 5 hours. So we're going to play it nice and tight. I'm hoping for a push down. I think we could push down further. Let me open up key levels and see if there's anything beneath us worthwhile. Yeah, okay, so we do have some lows. We have previous daily low down here. That's also a London low. So let's see if today gives it to us. That would be a really nice move down to this low. Obviously, that would be the ultimate target here, giving us a 2.4 risk to reward. Sized like a, really I sized more like a C, I'll be honest. Not too much like a B. And that's just because of the news coming later, like I said. If we can break this low and create a future shelf, which would be from this candle body to the wick pulled over, that's the future shelf. We haven't created it just yet, but that would be very nice. That would give us some legs for this structural move. But right now we do not have really any structure to the downside in this little inside range. Okay, we're just hoping that our daily bias is going to pan out which is fine. We have a temporary daily bias to the downside, so we stick with that until further notice. Looking for shorts. And if for whatever reason price flipped this bias and went to the other side of the range and completely flipped on us, we could potentially size up and take the flip. The only thing is, if you oversize with this down move, you're really risking like this should be, so this is like a C, or we'll just say like a B minus, okay? And then the flip, because you have a little bit more just statistical odds that it's going in your favor, I would give it like, instead of a B minus, it would be a B. So I don't think you double your size, you know, but you could size up a little bit, take a small win if that were to happen and hit. That's just where my head is at. You guys have any questions, let me know in chat. No top wick either. It has a top wick, it's just barely there, but yeah, it's 100% just, this is consolidation, just like I called it when we got on. What has happened to the chart sync? We're not doing chart sync anymore, brother. I think I said that like 5 times or something the last one. Oh, you may not have been here, but yeah, we're not doing chart sync. If you're not in the live room, you probably didn't hear it. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you're in the live room. Why you start with chart sync? Just kind of annoying. I got to put out like new links. I had some messages from multiple people who still have my chart but weren't in the group. I don't think that's fair. So I'm just kind of over it. Like, I don't know. Like, what's the point? If you're not in the live room, why, like, I don't know. I know people use it and it's like when you see it in here, it's kind of like cheating. But yeah, I just think that the full experience of the live room is, yeah, I don't know, man. See, Ron, you're the type of guy I want to just give it to, but just you. You know what I mean? Like, only you. Because that's a good, like, that is an actual viable excuse. Like, I'm at work. I just can't hear you, but I can see it. Rob, you DM me, bro. Send me a DM in school. I will get you chart sync. That's a viable, like, that's a real, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it were used like that, I think it would be cool. But I don't know, man. Like, everything that we do is in the live room, and without the explanations, you're getting like a quarter of the jam. Use this to stop your loss in TP. Check your stop loss in TP. Oh, because why? Because like sometimes I'm not direct with the 1-to-1 and everything. Yeah. Hey man, that could have gotten you in trouble the last couple of trades that we've been in. Just saying. You may not like it, you know what I mean? You may be like, screw chart sync. All right. I wanted to blow up the chart to certain numbers. Really? Was it that big of a thing? Seriously? Okay. Refresh it and see if it works now. Jeez, man. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but okay. See if it works now, though, because I did turn it back on. It should be the same link, dude. You lived by it? Jeez, man. I should have done like a poll or something, I guess. I know it's going to happen if I do a poll. It's gonna be like, yeah, keep it. Yeah, we want it. But like, are you really using it? So when I turn it off and I get tons of messages, then that means, yeah, it's people are actually using it. It works now. All right, there you go. Fine. Okay. It's back on, baby. I didn't know you guys wanted it that bad. I'll be honest. All right. So now I know. My bad. I wasn't trying to piss you off. But yeah, I got a couple DMs. I'm like, all right, a couple people, fine. But all you guys teaming up on me like this morning, that ain't right. That ain't right, dog. Just learning this stuff in your classroom this morning. Josh, you know that we're on like live in school that you can join, right? Just want to make sure you know that. Oh yeah, Reggie, use Claude Code for your indicator. It'll change your life, bro. It's like, it's amazing. It's weird because I was using chat Codex or whatever. Gemini just seems, I don't know, I couldn't get Gemini to work. Maybe it's better now, but it always had errors. Like error. And I gotta like feed it the error and then fix the error, feed it, fix, feed it, fix, feed it, fix. I mean, my God, I don't know how many iterations I had to go through. But then I feed it to Claude and it's like no errors the first time. And if there is an error, then I feed it and it's absolutely fixed. It's nice. It's sick. I heard that Grok 5 is coming out. Little birdie told me. Now that might be crazy. I love the 4 agent thing. It has 4 agents going to work for you in this Grok 4. It's 4 agent mode. I pay for the super Grok, so it's like $20 a month or whatever. But it has 4 agents going to work, so it's like 4 AIs going to work for you, and they have like a leader, like a manager, and then three agents going to work, and the manager directs them as to what to do to finish it or complete your tasks. Freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. That's Grok. Yeah, that's Grok. A master and a slave. Yeah, there you go, Johan. Master and slave. Go OpenClaw. I have OpenClaw. It's amazing. I also have Accomplish, which is a hell of a lot easier than OpenClaw. Accomplish AI. It's really like people were saying it's the OpenClaw killer. Like there's no need for OpenClaw with Accomplish. It does everything that OpenClaw does, except it's safer with privacy. Now, OpenClaw, I think, did a bunch of updates, so I can't speak on that now. But like, I'm talking just a few weeks ago when it was dangerous and leaking people's, keys and all this other passwords and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, Client Cod, Gemini Notebook. Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. What's the OpenClaw attractive alternative called? It's called Accomplish. And I love it, dude, because what it does is it will, OpenClaw kind of like has a mind of its own, dude. You gotta be careful. But Accomplish will write out the tasks that it's going to do to get your thing accomplished. Okay. Looking good with this breakdown. Close the 1 minute candle below the range. Looking good for the extension. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm going to be closing out a portion right here on the cash. We got a 70-point target. Looks like this is going to extend. I'm going to go ahead and close a portion here. Let's go. You know what, dude? I'm taking it right here on my cash account. I'm gonna be a little wuss. I'm taking like 80% right here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay. Taking like 80%. Okay. Target's down here. Looks like a good extension move. I think we could reach this previous daily low. I got a little runner right now. but she's a little overextended. So I'm not sure if she's going to want to pop up or just cruise down to this target. Looking pretty sweet though, I have to admit. It's looking pretty nasty. All right, I'm out of the prop because now I'm at 354 for the day. So I got out a little bit early here, guys. Just didn't want to. I was already up, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take my $50 extra, put this at 354. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's a good call. So just trying to play it safer with the prop side of stuff. I mean, shit, I'm back above. You know, that's just that account, but I mean 53.3. I'm almost back above my 53 after taking my payouts, man. So I'm really proud of that, man. Definitely proud of that. So yeah, man, I'm gonna play that a little bit safer. That's just what I'm doing. You know, most of these accounts. Yeah, dude. That's not bad. 53.3 is my biggest account, I guess. 5,300, 52.7. I'm still above my payout threshold, which is 52.6. That was really important for me to get above that and stay above that threshold, because now every dollar I make in here is a dollar I can request. Okay, so first of all, TP hit. Let's effing go, dude. Let's go. Effing being freaking, by the way. Okay, we PG 13 in here. All right, Mike, what did you size on your prop? Oh, just one, bro. Yeah, I just did a one. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, like, the way I look at it, bro, is okay, so I lost 15 grand in my cash account. Well, if I take care of this prop account, you know, every 500 bucks I make is 10 grand, you know? So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you know, and I just withdrew 10. But anyways, yeah. So I'm just kind of trying to play it safe, bro. So $350 day is a freaking badass day. You know what I mean? Like I'm totally happy with that. All right, off to work. Have a great day. Beautiful. I think it's because of that song. Yeah, this song is actually badass. Yep. See you there, man. Yeah, Donald, I see your expected moves, bro. I see you posting in our group with the expected moves. I was like, why is Donald posting expected moves in our group? Like, is he wanting, he's trying to get some notoriety up in this piece, man. Trying to say he's got the crystal ball, dog. But I see you, it actually worked out. Yep. Got out right before news for me. Right on, dude. Congrats to everyone who took the trade, and yeah, man, that was fun. I still got a little runner, so I'm trying to make it right here. Maybe I have a big runner. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. You'll have to smash all the buttons on the screen that you see to find out. Maybe I have the biggest runner you've ever seen. Who knows? You know, maybe not. I'm looking at my flip on London Orb short from the 170s. Yeah, today's going to be bittersweet. I got to be transparent and post my loss online because I was so bummed yesterday. I didn't even do a post. I got to post something out. I got to do some type of video, you know? Yeah, this is the way I'll do it though, because I'll feel better doing it this way. All right, I'm going to feel better posting this like this. Yesterday was a big loss, okay? $15,000 loss, about 5% of my account. But today wasn't. It was a win, and we're back on track, baby. So what had happened? We got a sell signal. We took the sell signal, and I'm trying to make it down here currently, but I already took 80% off the table with this trade, and got a couple people trading with us today. We're streaming live, baby. Type W if you got W in chat. Type W for everyone to see that it's not just me, okay? We do this together. We do it together. Let's go. Let's go. Now, with that being said, yesterday was very hard. I didn't even post yesterday because I was, let's just say it was a tough day. Okay, but that's trading, man. You got to get back up on the horse and ride it. You know, you got to get back up on the horse and ride it. But that was yesterday. A disaster of a trading day. I don't even want to talk about it right now, but I will put it in a video, even though I've already put it out there, but I'll put it out there online, but I don't want to talk about it. All right. That's my post. That's going to be like okay, I said it. It's out there. Fine. All right. But you guys know, it's like water off a duck's butt. I don't want to talk about the losses. I already forgot. Did I lose yesterday? I don't think I lost. It was a win for me. You're not taking me off of this winning streak, baby. I woke up. I'm healthy. My kids are healthy. Like, I'm on a winning streak, dude. Even a loss, I'm still up for the month. How about that? I'm still up for the month. Still not a loss, dude. You cannot bring me down. No matter what you do, you're not gonna bring me down. As I stutter, you're not gonna bring me down. $15,000. Sorry. My bad. Funny. All right, I posted it. Okay, it's out there. The band-aid is off. Everybody knows now that I suck. Okay, everybody knows. Just have to just rip the band-aid off, you know? But I feel better posting it like that. I do feel better. Mario, post this in the group and others will support. Nice. What did Mario post? I thought you were talking about me. Okay, hold on. First time here. Dope vibes so far. That's what's up, Ricky. Let's go, dude. Big dubs. God bless, Mike. You got it, JK. Let's go, baby. Oh, Mario. Here we go. Hey, Mike. Been struggling for years. Trying to trade for a living. Wow, that is tough, bro. And it's been years for me where you now have 2 jobs and just a hobby in the morning. Okay. I've been a part of your group, but gave up and have quit trading several times. Where do I start? I feel like I have tempered my expectations and have more patience. I mean, that's good. That's a big start. Mario, somebody down here, who was that? Yeah, Suman. Listen to Suman, dude. He's been trading with me a long time. He's one of the OGs in the group. Knows the strategy very well. Gives a lot of great advice. Shout out to Suman. Suman, like you really like stood out to me, bro. You're always helping other people, bro. I really appreciate that. Tyler, later, bro. But Suman says post in the group. So my question to you, Mario, is this, brother. This is the first time I'm hearing from you. I don't know how long you've been in the group, but you don't stand out to me like Suman. And I'm not trying to call you out, right? But I'm just letting you know, Suman, are you a profitable trader, Suman? Can you type in chat, yes or no? Just be honest. Like, are you consistently profitable? Do you make more than you lose? You've been trading with me for a while, bro. Okay, not consistently yet. So Suman would be that perfect person that probably went from really inconsistent. Are you better now than when you first started, Suman? Are you like, give us a little, he says, for sure. Yeah, for yes. So for sure, yes. Yeah, for sure, yes. Okay. So I think somebody like Suman would be a great, like not even me, right? Because I'm a guy who's got some money and, you know, Mike makes money from the business and he makes money and he's got money. And so you may not believe it from me, right? But I think somebody like that, and that's why he's saying, post this in the group, right? If you post this honest, you haven't really created your feedback loop. And that's what you need. That's what we train in the train. It's like, if you're not surrounding yourself by people that know the next step specifically for you, like, do I know you and know the next step specifically for you without sitting down, looking at your account, studying your trades, seeing what you do? No, that's like why I have a VIP mentorship. That's the one-on-one. I will not be able to know that. I won't be able to give you that. But Suman probably just recently came out of a situation where he can like relate to you really well. That's why the community is so important, because I don't have all the answers. So, man, I could sit here and tell you, you need to do this and you need to do that. But the difference between me and a lot of the other streamers that are out there that have like basically their Apex codes that they just want you to, you know, use and use YouTube as their so-called community, we actually have a real community, bro. And you're not using it. You need to use it. So the struggles that you go through when you post, you're going to get freaking 50 comments of people that are going to give you the right answers. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like Tony Robbins says, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. We're your friends, bro. We want you to succeed. There's no reason why I would not want anybody in here to succeed. What, I want to take your money? I want your exit liquidity? Come on, bro. Like there's definitely enough for all of us to win, right? So it's kind of fun because we're all in it together for real. It's not like a bullshit together for real. We all want each other to win legitimately. Like that's cool. So post your struggle and then you're going to get that feedback to start coming into you, Mario, and it's going to change your world, bro. I promise you. But if you are on the sidelines and you're too quiet, and I get it, some people are introverts, I promise you, like, just take a little leap of faith and post in our group what you're going through, good or bad, right? Because you're going to get other people that can relate exactly to where you're at because they just came out of where you're at, right? You got people that just passed their first props. How did they do it? Dude, I don't remember how I first did it. I'll be honest. I don't remember how I exactly first passed the first prop. Like I don't really quite remember that, but somebody else does. So I might give you some feedback, but they might hit, you know, it might actually puncture that thick skull we have to where it actually resonates with you. You know what I'm saying? So just do yourself a favor and use the group, bro, because I want you to be successful trading. I want everybody to. Doing this for a living, let me just tell you something. It's hard. I mean, it depends on how much you're trading with and how much you're going to make or want or need to make, right? What's your overhead? My overhead is kind of expensive monthly. So like if me losing 15 grand in a day, I mean, I'm banking on making 20 grand plus per month trading. If that doesn't happen, my lifestyle is directly affected, bro. Like yeah. So, you know, when I lose, it hurts, but I have been doing this long enough to where I understand those risks. And I guess I'm better now at like getting myself out of that negative drawdown mentality state, because it can just drag you under the rug, dude. You just blow your whole freaking account because of it, you know? So for me, it's like, go back to, remember Will Smith in that movie. I've said it before, where he's just dancing right here, like stay right here. That's just right here, right? I don't know why that resonates with me my entire life since I've seen that movie, but it's like when shit goes south, go back to that, because you're probably doing some crazy moves on the dance floor. Like, don't do that. Just go back to right here, right? Just what you know. So for me, it's like, okay, go back to mechanical, go back to exactly what you know, forget about all the other shit. Brent, the jokester. Come on, dude. You're hilarious. Hitch. Yeah, that's the movie. Brent. Oh my God. Are you Italian, Brent? If I get rid of my wife, I could be doing this full time tomorrow. That's funny, dude. Yeah. So what did you do wrong yesterday? Are you talking to me, Greg? What I did wrong yesterday was I flipped when I shouldn't have flipped, you know? Like if I was just trading what I knew, the mechanical version of what I know, I took this stupid flip, dude. And I sized up, you know, I thought we were going to flip. I was really sold that we were going to flip because of what oil was doing. It broke 101 or broke $100. The Brent broke 100 and I was like, we're flipping, dude. Like it's a flip day. I was impatient. That's exactly right, Donald. And that is my arch nemesis, bro. I was honest about that. That's my number one kryptonite, is being impatient. So it's like, all right, well, I freaking messed up, man. And other people that might have been in the live room probably screwed up with me. They're pissed. They canceled. They want their refund and they're pissed at me. You know, I've gotten a couple lawsuit threats already, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm joking, but yeah, no, it is. I do feel that weight. You know what I'm saying? When I screw up, I know it's not cool, dude, because I'm here to be the voice of reason. That's the whole point of being here with me, man. It's like, all right, you were messing up on your own. You don't need my baggage on top of the baggage you have. Come on, bro. That's why you're in here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't do the YouTube thing daily. It's just lately I have been going live on Wednesdays a little bit more. I probably will take a break for a while. But you can trade with me Monday through Friday if you want. And it's in my group. So honestly could not do what you do, Mike. That's real pressure, and those poor people that their first payday was like yesterday. Yeah. Oh, right. Like they joined the group and then the first day was like, oh yeah, I just had a huge loss. Yeah, that sucks. And I there's nothing I can do about it, but you know what? They learn a lesson too, bro. It's a good lesson for them. You know? Tim's been trading with me a long time. Tim said, you've helped me to not be a follower and to be self-determined. If I follow it, it's my choice based on what I have learned. Thank you. That's awesome, Tim. So what Tim is saying is like, he sees me doing trades that he may not do. And that's based off of his experience being in here and what he's learned. And so he realizes that what I do may just be just what I do. And what he does is what he does. And, you know, I know that sounds repetitive, but here's the thing, man. Tim, like, shout out to Tim because he had his struggles too. I remember. And now he's got himself in a place where he's more consistently profitable and he doesn't have to worry about those as much, but he still has there are kryptonites for everyone, dude. You know, it happens. But being in the live room, it just should give you, look, at a certain level in the beginning, you might lean on it a lot. Good for good, bad, ugly, whatever. You might lean on every move I make. That's fine. You're here to learn. I'm going to try to explain everything that I do. So to where I'm not just like one of these deadbeat freaking guys. It's like, I'm going along here at the 80s. Okay, pushing through 80s, looking like we could make it to 85. And you're like, why'd you even take the trade? You know, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like there's no explanation half the time. So I try to just explain it. And then at a certain level, you're now seeing that. Okay, here's the range. Here's the bands. This is what it looks like. Could be going to consolidate. Okay, might expand if we break structure, yada, yada, yada. And you're thinking about these things. Then you're hearing me. And so then you're making your determination based on your size of what to do. Yeah, PW at its finest. Yeah, exactly. At the 80s, looking like we could push to 90s. How'd you pass your prop account? I don't know, you dumb motherfucker. Beep, 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 beep. Patrick Whalen at his finest. Dude, I got cursed out by Pat. That's my highlight of my career. You guys know that you'll find if you go to my YouTube channel, go to shorts. I never took it down, but it's him just cursing the shit out of me, dude. He just, you stupid mother. He's just going off. Yeah, dude. Adding to losers is my weakness too. Well, adding to losers, you should never add to a loser, ever. You should only add to a winning idea. If your idea is still valid, but price is not cooperating at the moment, and it's entering into a place where on the indicator, because you're in our group, because you're now using this, says that this is a good place to buy or sell, then you can look at structure and you can say, are we still in the structured concept of my direction? Yes. If we're in not concept, if we are in the structured, if we're still lining up with the direction based on structure, am I good to add here? And the fact is that you're not going to win those all the time, but you're going to have a hell of a higher hit rate than other people. Adding to a loser is like this. Okay, like what structure are we in right now, folks? Down, right? Let's say I went long right up here. Why would I add? Right? That is just hopium, dude. That's not falling in line with a winning idea. So number one, you have to have an idea, right? Number two, you have to understand that if you're going to add and use dynamic money management, that's okay. But you need to be adding I'm not saying while price is going in your direction, but while the idea is intact. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? The idea is intact. So you don't have to like only add if price is going in your direction. Some people say never add if price is going against you. I totally disagree. I think that it's a huge edge. If you add when price is going against you, you have a big edge if structure and momentum are still in your direction. This is what the market makers do. This is what banks do. This is what hedge funds do. They average in, dude. And they not only average in, they hedge on top of it. Yeah, only add if the idea is valid, man. That's it. Yep. That's what I do, you know? You do you. Oh, I got a text I got to get back to. Let me see. Got my mom coming into town tonight. I just hate when I got to drive all the way to Love Field. It's like a 40-minute drive at 5 o'clock. It's like traffic all to hell, man. Dallas is it's one of the worst for traffic now, dude. It has gotten bad, guys. It's gotten bad. Looks like we got some Dallas peeps in the chat. If it goes against you and price breaks to the other side of the range, you can double your position size. Well, it depends, man. It depends. Like if price breaks the other side of the range, did it break structure? If price breaks the other side of the range, is it with the high time frame structure and momentum or not? So there's some questions. If it breaks the other side of the range, did that come with a news event catalyst that is just that I believe is just going to follow through? So there are other things, bro. It's not just what price does exactly, right? Price is leading, but I have to look at the other elements that are involved. So in general, do you have an edge when price flips the range? Yes. Statistically, it's been proven. So yeah, you have an edge, but you know, so price is likely to stay on that side of the range. Here's the thing, bro. It'll stay, that it just means that it won't flip. Okay. It doesn't mean it has to stay above the breakout. So maybe price breaks on the other side of the range, then falls back down inside the 15-minute orb, say the orb is 300 points wide. There's all sorts of scenarios, you know what I mean? So I'm just giving you one of many things that can happen. So you just have to remain flexible. That's all. Like really flexible. And yeah. Yeah, a lot of things do come into play, man. That's why trading is not a one-trick pony. There's like, you can have a strategy, but your strategy is really just entry models, you know? The strategy, you have entry models and then you have like your whole strategy. Entry models get you into the market. Your strategy is how you dynamically adjust and basically manage your trades. And it all starts with money management. Yeah, all about the risk. Does the grading system only work with NQ? Like, everything that I've shown you guys is just based off of my experience with NQ, because when I back tested using the data that I got was ticks from the NQ. Like, I didn't use ticks from gold or ticks from Bitcoin or the ES. Right? I only used tick data from the Nasdaq. And the reason I like the Nasdaq is because it has an inherent built-in edge, right? It's up and to the right. Most of the time it just recovers when you have dips. So I like that personally. I like the fact that I kind of am trading something where I kind of already know we're gonna go up like at a certain level. You know what I mean? Like if I'm swing trading and I can hold forever, I'll see it at the highs sooner or later. Was it level 1 tick data or open high low close? It was level 1. It was no, hold on. Actually, now that I think about it, open high low close, I don't remember, bro. Pretty sure it was open high low close. Open high low close. No, because all the micro moves it picked up. So whichever one has it, because you can't see inside the candle with open, high, low, close, right? I had a problem when I was first doing it, and it was one of those was not right. Whichever one gives you the most data is the one that we went with. And I just forget. But you know, I purchased the data. And by the way, I've actually offered the data. If you DM me, I can send it to you. Like, just shoot me a DM. I'll send you the package. It was like, I don't remember, 20 bucks. It wasn't very expensive. It was tick data for sure, bro. Yeah, 100%. Yep. Yeah, that's open, high, low, close was crazy. It gave me like stupid insanity numbers. It didn't even make any sense. It was like, in 1 week, you've made $1 million off of 10,000. I was like, what the hell? Definitely doesn't work. Yeah, Ninja Trader's cool. You can run tick back test data. That's cool. Yeah, it looks like I mean, Ninja Trader's definitely cool. I did use Claude, yeah. I actually used Grok, Claude, and GPT Codex. Like, because I didn't believe the numbers that were coming out. After I created the indicator, I didn't believe what Grok was saying. So then I used, I think it was like Codex, and it gave me slightly different answers, to be honest. So I didn't like that. And then I went to Claude, and Claude was like the best, dude. Yeah. Are you going to be live streaming during the Fed decision? Bro, I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not really sure, bro. Like, the Fed decision today is yeah, it's gonna be an interesting day though, right? Because all the data kind of points to higher for longer. Yeah. The big thing today is gonna be the dot plot, guys. That's gonna be what people are really interested in seeing more than anything. It's a dot plot. Basically the future rate hike or reduction timeline. Are we going to be higher for longer or not? But yeah, from like a fundamental standpoint, it's a bear day. Risk off day, man. All right, Saudi Arabia, Eastern Province attack alerts. It's an escalation in the war. War events, rate cuts officially priced out until December. Looks like traders are pricing out rate cuts until December. That was sort of the dovish thesis that was supporting the market. Let's see what else, man. We got, yeah, right now, Saudi attacks. So Saudi Arabia attack alerts are happening right now. So we're kind of waiting to see what happens. Yeah, and then FOMC rate decision, dot plot, Powell pressure. Yeah, pretty much. All right, that took my trade out of commission. I did take 80% off, so I'm not mad at that, man. That's gonna be all she wrote for me, guys. I was hoping that we could make it all the way down here. It's okay. We didn't. Went back, hit my stop. I'm officially out of all of my trades. I hope you guys had a good trading day. Hope you had fun. Be careful trading at the FOMC, okay? If I end up going live, I'll ping the group. I'll let you guys know what's going on, okay? But that's it, guys. Hope you had a good day. All right. Chance for re-entry, maybe. Yeah, I mean, when you just take a look at, you know, structure and momentum, then, you know, you could even use like a fib. So from high to low, there it is. There's a pullback. There's 50%. There's your golden pocket off of this shelf right here. So I mean, you got ideas for re-entry, but don't be greedy, man. Don't be greedy, okay? The market will not reward you when you're over trading and trying to be greedy, okay? Be careful. All right, guys, have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Peace.